Have you ever imagined the woman sleeping next to you every night is the one stabbing you in the back? Ryan and Isabella, the power couple everyone envied. Beautiful house, luxury cars, picture-perfect life. But in just 8 years, it all fell apart. She said she was going to an exclusive club to work on herself. She came home glowing and smiling. She told him he was the best husband in the world, while secretly transferring money to her lover, mocking him behind his back, and planning to leave him without saying a single word. But Isabella made one huge mistake. She thought Ryan was just a clueless, loving husband. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the most brutal betrayal, and the coldest, most silent revenge you'll ever hear. This story will hurt, but it will also give you deep satisfaction. Stick around. You're not going to believe what happens next. Ryan and Isabella had been married for 8 years, appearing as the perfect power couple in their upscale suburban neighborhood. From the outside, their life looked flawless. Elegant dinner parties, coordinated holiday cards, and matching luxury cars in the driveway. But beneath the surface, something had begun to rot. They had met at a corporate event where Ryan, a quiet but brilliant financial strategist, was instantly captivated by Isabella's charisma and sharp ambition. She moved through the room like she owned it, and for a man who preferred spreadsheets over small talk, her energy felt like a revelation. He fell hard, and within 2 years they were married. For the first few years it worked. But lately, Isabella had grown restless. Ryan's immersion in high-stakes client projects often kept him at the office late or glued to his laptop at home. She began to feel invisible, like a beautiful accessory in a life that no longer excited her. The spark she once praised in him now felt like distance. One evening, her old college friend planted an idea. An exclusive private members-only club focused on networking and wellness. "It's exactly what you need," the friend said. Ryan, wanting to support her, encouraged the idea wholeheartedly. He even gifted her the expensive membership as a surprise, hoping it would bring back the vibrant woman he'd married. Isabella dove in. She began spending evenings at the club, returning with a new glow and endless stories about enlightening conversations. Her confidence surged. She started dressing sharper, speaking about bold future dreams that subtly no longer seemed to include Ryan. Her absences stretched longer, often until early morning, excused as networking events that ran late. Ryan noticed unexplained luxury purchases and small withdrawals from their joint accounts. When he gently asked about them, Isabella brushed it off, claiming they were investments in her personal brand. She began taking weekend retreats with club members, leaving Ryan increasingly isolated in their once shared home. His instincts screamed that something was wrong, but instead of confrontation, he chose icy silence, a quiet, calculating calm that hid the storm building inside him. Then came the cryptic anonymous email. It warned Ryan that his wife was sharing more than just business ideas. The message was vague but precise enough to confirm his worst fears. Digging carefully, Ryan discovered that Victor, the club's charismatic founder and investment consultant, was not just a mentor, but Isabella's secret lover for the past 6 months. Even worse, she had been secretly transferring money to him under the guise of joint ventures. Ryan buried his rage deep. He did not yell. He did not accuse. Instead, he began meticulously documenting every transaction and suspicious message in complete silence. He consulted a discreet lawyer and a forensic accountant without Isabella suspecting a thing. While maintaining the perfect loving husband facade, Ryan started moving assets into protected trusts. He planted subtle hints of financial strain around the house, canceled subscriptions, quiet sighs about market volatility, to make Isabella believe they were struggling. Isabella grew bolder, convinced Ryan was clueless. She spoke openly on phone calls about her exciting new chapter, planning her exit with Victor. Ryan watched coldly as she packed important documents and jewelry for what she claimed was an important business trip. In truth, it was supposed to be her permanent departure. On the night she planned to leave, Ryan activated his plan with terrifying calm. He prepared their final dinner as usual, candles, her favorite wine, soft music. As they sat down, he slid a folder across the table. "I know everything, Isabella," her face drained of color. Ryan played selected recordings, her voice mocking him with Victor, laughing about how oblivious he was. Isabella's hands trembled. She tried to deny it at first, then shifted to tears, begging for forgiveness, threatening to ruin his reputation. Ryan simply slid the divorce papers across the table with a faint, chilling smile. In court, the mountain of evidence, financial records, timestamps, transfers, destroyed her credibility and her demands. Isabella lost the house, most of their shared assets, and faced potential fraud charges. Victor, who had been stringing her along primarily for the money, suddenly ghosted her the moment the funds dried up. It was only later that the full truth emerged. Victor was a professional con artist wanted in 2 other states. Isabella was left humiliated, broke, and exposed in their tight social circle. The woman who once thrived on image and status now carried the weight of public whispers wherever she went. Ryan emerged financially stronger and emotionally detached, watching her downfall in quiet satisfaction. The betrayal had broken something in him, but it had also forged something stronger. He began mentoring young professionals, channeling the pain into quiet success. The work gave him purpose again. In time, he reconnected with Elena, a calm and intelligent colleague who had always admired his integrity from afar. Their relationship grew slowly, built on honesty and mutual respect rather than fleeting sparks. For the first time in years, Ryan felt seen without having to perform. Isabella tried one last dramatic plea for reconciliation months later. She showed up at his new office unannounced, eyes swollen, voice shaking with regret. Ryan listened politely, then responded with cold indifference. Some bridges aren't meant to be rebuilt. He had forgiven himself for ignoring the red flags, but he would never forgive the deliberate betrayal. He sold their old house and moved into a peaceful new home with Elena. 6 months after the divorce was finalized, Isabella was still struggling with legal troubles and public shame. Ryan, by contrast, received unexpected respect in their community for the dignified way he had handled the collapse of his marriage. The final twist came when authorities arrested Victor. The con artist's downfall provided Ryan with complete closure on the financial theft. In the aftermath, Ryan used his subtle networking to help expose similar predators operating in exclusive club scenes, quietly protecting others from the same trap. Through it all, Ryan found deep satisfaction in knowing justice had arrived silently and completely. His once shattered confidence returned stronger, tempered by hard-earned wisdom. Elena brought genuine warmth and loyalty that healed old wounds without drama or chaos. The experience taught Ryan the power of strategic silence over explosive anger. He began sharing anonymous lessons online about protecting oneself from hidden betrayals, not for revenge, but for awareness. He wanted others to recognize the slow erosion of trust before it became irreversible. In the end, Ryan lost a treacherous wife, but he gained unbreakable peace, real love, and the profound satisfaction of watching karma deliver perfect, silent justice. The man who once felt invisible in his own marriage had finally become the architect of his own quiet redemption.